So this is another important video. It's the 7 deadly sins of entrepreneurship. That's what we call it. It's what we see across the board of new people coming into the space that have no idea what to do. And there's so many different things that they come in, and we're going to talk about these 7 deadly sins that they just wipe out their chances of even succeeding. Listen, learn. I know everybody needs to be a student of entrepreneurship. I know I'm a student. Everybody here is gonna be a student. All the coaches are students of entrepreneurship. We're all here to help out each other as well. But if you come into this course, if you come into this program, if you come into entrepreneurship just in general with this bad attitude, and again, 7 deadly sins, there's no way you can ever succeed in entrepreneurship. So let me jump into it. One of the biggest ones is going to be not joining the Facebook group and not coming to the Q&A calls. Massive problem for so many reasons. First off, if you're not in the Facebook group or you do not come to the Q&As, you have no one to talk to. You have no mentors, you have no coaching, and you guys are paying a lot amount of money to get exclusive access with our coaches, with myself, with everybody in this whole thing. Without joining these things, you're wasting your money, because this is what you're paying for. Sure, the techniques and tactics and this mental mindset course are all great, and no one knows these things. We made them up, and we are the innovators of this whole space. But without joining this, and without talking to our coaches, talking to me, talking to any people that are in this, you're gonna fail. It's hard to be a solo entrepreneur. I know. I was doing it for years. What really elevated my game personally, I'll even tell you personally, what elevated my game to hit that 7-figure mark was hanging out with other people that make 7 figures. Different mindset. So like, let's say I have a buddy. He makes a good amount of cash. He makes that 7 figures, and the mindset that guy has, and a couple of my friends, that with the mindset they have, got me to 250 a month in total revenue. Just that mindset of how they're connecting the dots, how they're playing this chess game. So it's really a chess game. Once you get into it, it becomes very easy to scale. Once you get into it, it becomes very easy. Then it becomes putting these chess pieces in this right location. So again, you need to join the Facebook group. You need to come to Q&A calls. You need to ask these questions. If you don't, it's gonna be tough for you. Second, this is a massive one for people that are still on the fence. It's half in, half out. You think, wow, if I don't need to really work at it, I don't need to really care too much, I'm gonna be half in, half out. I'm gonna do these courses, but I really don't know if I want to do this or have any really potential in this, just because I'm gonna rely on that refund. Sure, the refund's there. What the refund is there to do is 2 things. One, make sure that it gives you that protection if needed. If this course sucks, it gives you the protection. But it's an awesome course because we have great results with people. That's the thing. Like, there's this whole thing is so blue ocean that you can get results. If you do not do these 7 deadly sins, you can get results with this. It's simple. It's easy. But if you're half in, half out, then you're really not into it, right? You need to dive in to actually get these great results, to get even better results. Like, personally, I dove in 2017, right? Even before that, 2012, I started swimming, right? But I really dove in 2017. I lived in a warehouse at one point, and I was making $500,000 a year, and I lived in a warehouse. That's what you call. You obviously, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You'll be making money as long as you follow these things. You don't need to live in a warehouse. But I was so pot committed. I was so far into this that there's no other option. It's either you succeed or you don't, right? There's no like, oh, I can go back to my cushy job. I can go to this. I can go live with my parents, whatever. I am so pot committed. I have dove into this. That's really what changed that mental mindset. What we talked about in the last video. What changed the mental mindset is that whole thing. You got to be dedicated to this. If you're dedicated to this, there is no way you won't be able to make money. That's the thing, right? Like with all that dedication and talking to all of our coaches and myself, like this is an easy game. It's an easy game to make 5 figures. It's an easy game to make $1,000 a month. It's an easy game to make a couple $1,000 a month. It's simple. It's simple. Am I going to say that everybody can do that? No. I'm not going to give you some false promises, but it's an easy enough. We have had great results. People have hit those things, right? People that we didn't even know. They're like, "Yo, we've been following you guys. We had great results with you. This program, this mentorship, all this stuff, like it works. It works really well. But if you're not committed, it's not. You're just wasting everybody's time. That's what the refund is there. If you're not pot committed, if you're not stepping in, if you're not ready to do this, the refund's there to get you out of it. Because what I've learned through all these times, there's no amount of money that it's worth it to me. Maybe a couple $1 million like up front. That'd be nice. But there's no amount of money, especially in this small section, that is worth the headache that you're going to bring in if you're not pocket committed. If you're doing these 7 deadly sins, like there's no amount of money, again, except for that millions and millions of dollars, that is worth dealing with you if you're not into this game. Like if you're not ready for this, like if you are ready for this, I will help you out all the way possible. Our coach will help you out. Our staff will help you out. Anybody will help you out. Our success manager will help you out. But you got to be in the game for us to help you out. If you're not, you're just becoming a headache. 3, skipping around. If you're going to skip around this course, we laid this out so it is sectioned out so you know what you are doing. And that's why we put delays. We put 7-day delays, week delays in each one of these courses, because if you don't go through them step by step, or if you're skipping around, you are not going to get success. You are not going to get success, because if you don't do course 1 or week 1 the whole way through the mental mindset, and you try to get into our strategies, you're going to be so far off because you don't know how to implement those strategies. So the skipping around is going to hurt you more than anything else. It's going to hurt you so much, because if you do not follow the course that we laid out for you, this isn't some waste of time. You guys paid a lot of money to get into this course, right? If this is some waste of time, then you do not skip around. It's like learning. It's like so we skydive. Like it's like jumping out of a plane without knowing how to even deploy it. If you don't follow the steps and follow the progression, it's gonna be a million times harder. And then you're gonna come back to me like, Ty, why didn't you get results? It's because I can literally see who went through the course. If you do not go through this course directly how we laid it out for you guys, it's gonna be very, very, very tough. And it's gonna get to my next point as well. You need to put maximum effort into this thing. It's not some I'm gonna spend an hour every month on this. Like if you came in this to make money, you came in this to become an entrepreneur, you came in this to own your own business, you came in this to even make a side hustle cash, you came into this, even that side hustle, you gotta put time and effort into it. Because if you don't put time and effort into it, like we're wasting money, you're wasting time, you're wasting effort, like all this stuff. As long as if it goes back to the whole being one leg out on the fence, right? If you're not putting maximum effort, it becomes so difficult. Because it's like let's say LeBron James, right? If LeBron James wasn't putting maximum effort in, or any Kobe Bryant didn't put maximum effort into it, do you think they'd be where they're at right now? No way in hell. That's a big difference. Again, we go mental. That's a great difference between like who's a talker and who's a doer. Is that effort you put into this. It's like if you are trying to date somebody, right? And you just like kind of like wishy-washy and never actually reach out to them, never go on dates with them. The effort's not there, so they're not gonna get with you, right? That's a big thing. Put effort into something. This is your baby at this point, right? You might have kids, you might not, but this is your baby. This business needs to be your baby. You need to take care. You need to coddle it at first to make it so it's a child, to make it so it's a teenager, to make it so it's an adult, and really start to rake it in that money. As this is very, very profitable once you get going, once you actually understand, and once you understand these concepts, and once you not do these 7 deadly sins that are going to kill you before you even get started. Well, we're on like the 3rd or 4th video. If you hit these deadly sins and you're not in this, not pocketing it, if you're not putting maximum effort into this, you're going to get killed because you're competing with somebody like me. I still do this as my day job, right? Reason why we're launching this course is multiple reasons, but like I am still in this business as well. So if you're coming to compete with me, I'm going to kill you in terms of growth, in terms of like I'm going to grab all the profit if you aren't putting maximum effort in. And everybody in this course is the same way. Like if you're not putting, you're competing with everybody at this point, right? So like we're releasing this information. We're giving this the same thing. Unless you put maximum effort into it, you're going to get killed. You're competing with people that really you shouldn't be competing with, right? So number 5, thinking short term. Sure, we've gotten people results hitting that 5 figures in a month period. They're there, right? But coming in thinking you're going to be a millionaire in 21 days, 30 days, 40 days, it's ridiculous, right? You're talking to the person who built this marketplace arbitrage up. It's taken me 8 months, well, 7 months to become a millionaire in terms of from dollars from nothing to something. It took that 7-month time period, and that's me building software on top. That's me making all this stuff up in terms of the growth. How are we doing it? All these different things. We're seeing everything in short term and thinking I'm going to do this in 30 days. I'm going to do it in 20 days. I'm going to do it in 10 days. I'm going to do this so quickly that I'm not looking at this long term. These concepts we're giving you guys and gals, it's concept that can be played over and over and over and over in every chess match and every checkers match you ever play. So if you're thinking short term, like I'm gonna make $1 million in 20 days, or make $100,000 in 20 days, 30 days, whatever it may be, even 5 figures in 30 days, that's not the play. Learn when you can learn these concepts and learn these tricks and all this extra stuff that no one else knows how to do. You can play those out in the future. This is 5 years down the line. I've been doing the same concepts over and over and over and over for years, just in different subsections and making hundreds and millions of dollars on this whole thing. This is the main concept. Follow these concepts. Know it's a long-term play. Jeff Bezos always talks about play long-term, play long-term, play long-term, play long-term. It's when you get in that short-term cash roll thinking I'm going to get as much cash as possible. That's when you get killed. That's when you get hit pretty hard. People like me that are looking long-term, I'm looking 20, 30 years down the line. I'm playing those pieces 30 years down the line. If you're playing against me and you're playing short-term, the game's changed. The game's changed. Number 6, not consulting with the group. We built these mentorships out. We built this Facebook group. The money we're paying is going for you to talk with mentors, to talk with people that are doing 6 figures, 7 figures. Like this is who you're talking to. If you're questioning a buy, or you're questioning how to scale, or you're questioning all these things, consult with group. If you're like, wow, I didn't have any success, right? Well, it's probably the other 5 things that hinder that success. Because this is once you know what you're doing, this market is so open that it's ready to be taken. It's ready to be taken in every different form, right? There's so much out there that like if once you get the concepts down, you can crush it. But if you're not consulting with a group, it's like they're like, hey Ty, like why haven't I any sales? I can give you the exact pinpointed reason. This is even though we made this up and it's easy, I guess it's easy for us because we built this, but I can give you the exact reasons, and not consulting the group is going to hurt you more than consulting the group. Like it's there for you guys. Like we built this thing out for you guys. If you cannot even jump into the group, consult the group, make posts like, hey, is this a good buy? Is this anything that's worthwhile? Is this keeper graph look good? Does this jungle scout look good? Does these numbers look good? How do I send this thing in? If you don't consult with the group, like you're not taking advantage of what you paid for. Like we're here for you. Like I want you to have success. Like it's if I don't give you success, let me rephrase that. If I don't give you success, like then this is worthless, and that it puts a bad name on me. I don't like your money. What you're paying for is this coaching and this step-by-step process. Like if that's something that makes me look bad, I don't want to look bad because that's not the play we're looking for. Like again, the money you're paying is pennies. It's pennies. Like all you guys is not even something up to what we make doing this thing, right? But we want to teach you guys. We want to do this. So use the consulting, use the Q&As, consult with the group, talk to people inside the group, because people that are making 5-6 figures in the group, talk to them. Talk to them. The seventh deadliest sin, I know I have it personally, like it's ego, right? So the ego thing, you are the shit, right? I'm gonna keep my swear words down as much as possible. I like to swear a lot, but thinking that you are top dog when we're all learning, we're all trying to get better, we're all trying to do these things. Coming in with that ego mindset, you're gonna get crushed. You're gonna get crushed, right? Like that's the thing. Like again, if you're playing when you're playing in the game that I built, right? That we built, that other people are playing inside this now. With that ego, it's gonna take your mindset and just collapse it in terms of you're not gonna ask for questions. You're gonna think you're the best. Because if you think you're the best, you're not gonna be talking to other people. You're not gonna be learning because you think you know everything. No one knows everything. Even I don't know everything in terms of this marketplace. In entrepreneurship, not even close. I know 0.001% total entrepreneurship. There's so much out there. In this marketplace, we built it. We know more than majority of people. That's why we built this course out for you. This is why we have the mentorships for you guys. This is how our people, Zach, Nick, like all these guys out there are crushing it. Oh, and there's so many people. There's so many people that are just crushing it. But it's because they are willing to learn. They took their ego out. Like one of the guys, like before he started our course, he's living at his parents' house, and in his parents' house, literally that's ego taking away. I know, because I lived at my mom's house in 2017 when I started, so I make $100,000 a month or a year. Like you got to take away the ego, and then you can really grow and really scale as fast as possible. Those are the 7 deadly sins, guys. If you have any of these, get rid of them, because this might not be the course for you. This might entrepreneurship might not be the thing for you. You need to always be learning. You always need to be continually growth. It's always the growth mindset. No one knows everything. No one is perfect. No one is anything along these lines. So let's grow together. Let's ask questions. Let's continue to become better as a team, as a group, and let's conquer this marketplace as best as possible. This is something that's so new that no one else is doing. That's the 7 deadly sins. Keep on trucking. Crucial video. If you watch tonight, I'm going to come back to you. If you don't have results, I'm going to come back to this result. I'm going to come back to this page and make sure you watched it. I'm going to make sure you watched it. Also, last but not least, if you watch this all the way through, and I will know, because I'm going to ask you to put hashtag, let's make that money. So put hashtag, let's make that money in the things below, or on the Facebook group. We'll give you guys a shout out. This is going to release one of your first products we're going to give you once you hit and take that final assessment in the basic line test, right? So be sure you do this. This is going to be the opening for one of your products that we're going to give you. Make sure you put that hashtag, let's make some money, below. All right. See you guys in the next section.